Let's have a look at what is payroll clocking, job clocking, and productivity reporting in Black Pearl. So first of all, let's just have a quick look at what is payroll clocking. And we'll have a look here to go over what it is. Now, essentially, what it is payroll clocking is the ability to have your staff clock on and off the system to keep a log of when they are at work and available to work. If you set your payroll clocking on, this indicates to Black Pearl that they are ready and available to work. And if you turn the payroll clocking off, this now lets Black Pearl know that your technicians are no longer available for work. With payroll clocking on and off, the system will tell you how long your technicians were available at a specific time frame. Now, let's have a quick overview of job clocking. And what's job clocking? Well, job clocking is the ability for your technicians to actually clock onto specific customer order service jobs throughout the day, as well as other tasks that are not associated with customer service jobs. So let's have a look from Bart Sampson's point of view as a technician. By having your technician job clock on, it starts the timer to record how much time they're spending on a specific job. So let's say that this job has now been clocked on. By having your technicians turn it off, it stops the timer so you can see how much time they actually clocked onto a specific job. So now that specific job has been clocked on and clocked off. With the job clocking on-off function, the system will tell you how many service jobs they were job clocked onto and for how long. Now, the question is, why use payroll clocking and job clocking? Well, as stated above, the payroll clocking on-off, the staff are telling Black Pearl that they are ready and available to work. By having your technicians job clock on and off, you can tell them how long they are spending on a specific job. By having these two components together now, we can then produce productivity reports and to find out if your technicians are productive, efficient, and proficient. So let's go in and look at one of those reports while we're on this subject. If you go into your common reports, you can go into technician performance. Now, in this particular sandbox, the numbers, of course, are all over the place. It's a sandbox. So let's just say instead of the last 7 days, we'll just say anytime, just to look at some numbers. Let's go over one by one what we're looking at, starting with productivity. By establishing when a technician is available for work, which is payroll clocking, you can establish how many hours they are available for. If your technician payroll clocked on and off at, say, 8 a.m. this morning and off at 3 p.m., the system knows that they have been available for work for 7 hours. If your technician only job clocks onto several service hours for that day, so let's say 4 hours during the day, by comparing it to how many hours they were actually available for work, which is payroll clocking, Black Pearl calculates how productive your technician is. And that's where we have hours worked and hours clocked on. That's your productivity. Now let's look at efficiency. Efficiency we're going to want to look at over this side here. So the efficiency, likewise, if your technician job clocks onto a service job for, say, 3 hours, but you can only bill 2 invoice hours to the customer, Black Pearl can calculate how efficient that particular technician is today. So in other words, if the technician is taking much longer than what is being billed to the customer, you're going to have a low efficiency rating. If your technician is completing the job well under what was quoted and billed to the customer, now you have a high efficiency rating. Now, third and final, proficiency. By comparing the number of billed and invoiced hours by the number of available hours, Black Pearl can calculate how proficient your technician is overall And that's what this rating will be. So overall, I hope this has been a good guide to what payroll clocking and job clocking is in Black Pearl, and why it is quite important that if you are using it, that it be used efficiently, that the job clocking is turned on and off at the proper times, as well as the payroll clocking, because these are the numbers now that you will start to work with to look at proficiencies, efficiencies, and productivity.